your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess. I am here for another one of my missing mysteries. Actually, tonight is going to be a missing mystery update. I actually already did a reading for this young lady, but a really good friend of hers contacted me and really, misses her and wanted me to do a second reading for her, a follow-up reading for her. When I did the first reading for Cassie Compton, which is from Stuttgart, Arkansas, she was still alive at the time. However, you all should go and see, part one, where I explain, what happened to her while she went missing, how she went missing, so on and so forth. To understand the backstory of what's going on. I'm giving you all an update to the case. She was abducted. She went missing from Stuttgart, Arkansas, like I said, and she was abducted, and she hasn't been seen or heard from since. But when I did the first reading, I picked up that she was actually still alive at the time. She was going through some very horrific things. The person that she was tricked, she was lured away, she was abducted, and she ended up being sex trafficked and part of a prostitution operation, and she was being pimped out and things. Okay, so I'm doing this this update for Cassie Compton. I believe it's either Cassie Compton or Cassie Compton. Okay, I believe it's Cassie Compton. So as I always tell you all, I hope each and every one of you are doing well and feeling well on tonight. I'm going to clear out any negative energy around, and we're going to get right into this reading. Hopefully Jessica Beard is listening and watching. I'm doing this update for you. I actually was able to, through my spirit guides, was able to contact Cassie Compton. So I have some direct messages that are specifically to you, Jessica Beard. Okay, so I just wanted it to be known that I am doing this for you and your friend, Cassie Compton. She wanted you to know some things pertaining to why things happened the way they did, okay? So you all just give me a couple more minutes here to get everything going. And we are going to jump right into this reading. You all, please like, share, and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated if you would. And if anybody else would like to contact me, you can do so through the comments on any video that I have uploaded, or you can email me at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. If you would like me to do, if it's about a missing mystery, a murder mystery, or just a general topic that you would like for me to talk about, that you would like for me to do a reading on, I would be more than glad to do that for you, okay? Okay. So first of all, I contacted my spirit guides. Like I told you all, I call upon, I don't give all the details like I used to in some of my other videos, as far as everything that I do to get the messages that I get. However, I do call upon the Most High. I call upon my spirit guides, my archangels, my guardian angels, my divine ancestors, and the divine holy angelic spirit to get any and all messages, clear and accurate messages from my divine beings, okay? There are several different things depending on what kind of reading that I am doing that I get my messages to relate to you all. So I'm just going to leave it at that as to how I do my work, okay? So as I already stated, this reading is for Cassie Compton. Okay, I contacted my spirit guides, and my spirit guides do tell me that at this time, as of October of 2021, Cassie Compton is no longer alive now. Like I told you all in the first reading, which was probably like a couple months to a few months back, when I did her original reading. I told you all that she was actually still alive at the time. So these are the messages from the original reading here. Cassie Compton went missing on September the 14th of 2014. Her date of birth is December 1st of 1998. Okay, she is a white female. She has blonde hair, blue eyes. She was 5 foot 3 inches tall, and she weighed about 100 pounds when she went missing. Like I said, she is from Arkansas, here where I am from, but she, Stuttgart is probably about, probably about 20 minutes or so from Little Rock. But that is where she resided at the time of her disappearance, okay? So I just wanted to give you all that back information pertaining to Cassie Compton, okay? As of today, October, in this month, October of 2021, my spirit guides tell me that Cassie Compton is no longer alive, okay? Also, my spirit guides tell me that Cassie Compton was recently killed, okay? As recent as this month, okay? So Cassie Compton died this month, October of 2021. We're just in the 14th day of October, so somewhere in between the 1st of October and currently. Actually, it probably, I'm really picking up that it probably happened around the first week of October, because I am aware that Cassie has already made it to the light, okay? So she has crossed over successfully, and she has made it to the light, which means she was ready to go. Even though she died in a horrific way, she was ready to go, considering her situation at the time that she went missing, okay? My spirit guides tell me that Cassie was murdered by her pimp. This was her handler. This was the person who was pimping her out at the time. My spirit guides tell me that this individual, in fact, is whom pimped her out. Now, she had been trafficked from Arkansas to several different places. Where she was abducted from was STUTTGART, Arkansas, and she was trafficked several different places in between here and where she ended up being killed, the state that she ended up being killed in. My spirit guides tell me that Cassie Compton was killed because she did not want to turn tricks anymore. She did not want to be pimped out anymore. She had been severely injured. She had been severely hurt. She no longer wanted to be pimped out or turn tricks anymore. She no longer wanted to prostitute anymore. Like I said, she was, and because of this, she was ultimately severely beat up and killed by her pimp. My spirit guides tell me that Cassie died in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? Also, Cassie Compton was strangled to death. Her being strangled is what ultimately killed her. She was actually beat and injured very severely prior to her being killed. But my spirit guides tell me that she was indeed strangled to death, which is how you know, is what ultimately took her life. Like I said, Cassie Compton was beat up very severely. She sustained some injuries, either from being beat up as so badly, but I also feel like that she sustained injury from individuals that she was being pimped out to as well. She was getting really roughed up and hurt from individuals that she was being pimped out to, but she was being severely beat up. It caused her a lot of injury, but ultimately she was strangled to death, and that is how she was killed. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that a Mexican individual, or somebody of Mexican descent. Now, this person can be Mexican American or full-blooded Mexican individual, but my spirit guides tell me that a Mexican guy is the individual who killed Cassie. Okay. Also, my spirit guides tell me that this Mexican guy that killed her, who was pimping her out, this is the original abductor. If you all go back to the first video, I told you that she had met somebody online. She had been communicating and talking to somebody online. Although there's several different factors to the situation, because she was being set up. There was a female middleman, if you will, okay, that assisted in, you know, luring her away. That was a part of the scenario. I feel like maybe this individual also was like a prostitute, or, you know, being handled by this pimp that was used to lure in other girls, to make her feel comfortable, to lure her away, type of thing. But there are other things which are major factors to this story as to what actually happened to Cassie. Okay, so I just wanted that to be known as well. But my spirit, I said that because my spirit guides tell me that this Mexican guy, he is the original abductor. So the one who abducted her from Stuttgart, Arkansas, is the person that she has been with this entire time. The person who had been, you know, basically had turned on her, had ended up pimping her out and all of this or whatever, is the same individual, this Mexican individual, which I talked to you all about in the first video. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that Cassie's body was buried at a dope house. This is like a trap house. This is some type of a spot where they sell drugs out. There's a lot of drug dealing that goes on in and out of this house. There's prostitution that goes on in and out of this house. When Cassie was killed, she was buried at that house somewhere, or buried in the yard, or around the house in the backyard or something. My spirit guides are specifically telling me. At this point, these messages that I'm going to relay now, these are specifically messages for Jessica Beard. Okay, Jessica Beard, or Beard, excuse me, you contacted me. I related your messages as a friend. I did have to clarify that you were actually a friend of Cassie Compton's. I did get clarification that you are indeed someone who knew her and was a friend to her. Okay. So I relayed the messages to Cassie Compton for Jessica Beard. Jessica, you expressed to me that you loved Cassie Compton, that you miss her very much, as well as you wished for her to come home because you missed her so much. Those are the exact wording that I used when relaying your messages to Cassie Compton. And the messages that I got back from Cassie Compton are as followed. The first message Cassie told me is, I tried to get away. The second message that Cassie told me to relay to you is, I miss you too. The third message that Cassie relayed to me to tell you, Jessica Beard, I love you too. The fourth message that Cassie Compton told me to relay to you, Jessica Beard, is, he hurt me. The fifth message that Cassie Compton relayed to me, to Jessica Beard, is, I was drugged. The sixth message that Cassie Compton relayed to me to give to you, Jessica Beard, is, my family is involved in what happened to me. The seventh message that Cassie Compton relayed to me to give to you, Jessica Beard, is, I had no idea that this would happen and I would not be able to get away. The eighth message that Cassie Compton relayed to me to give to you, Jessica Beard, is, I wish I could see you again too. or wish I could see you again, was the exact message. Okay, the ninth and final message that I got from Cassie Compton to relay to Jessica Beard is, I thought he really liked me. Okay, and at that point in time, Cassie told me she had no further messages to relate to you. Those are the main messages that she felt that you needed to know. I was able to contact her and get these messages from her because she had passed on, because she had crossed over, and because she had made it to the light. So I was able to go through my spirit guides to reach Cassie and speak directly to her in the spirit world. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that Cassie Compton had made it, has made it to the light. Like I told you all, she has crossed over. She has successfully made it to the light. A lot of times when people die, especially when they die in a horrific manner, they don't cross over right away. They linger in this. It's really hard to explain. It's afterlife, but it's like the realm between, you know, life and the life that we are of the living and the dead. Okay, so there's this like this middle space that and you can almost think of it like a tunnel. Okay, a lot of people who die horrifically, who don't cross over right away, they stay stuck in that area for a very long time, especially if they are feeling revengeful. A lot of times when a person is ready to die, whatever situation they were ready, they cross over right away, no problem. And when Cassie died, even though this was a horrific thing that happened to her, nobody should have to die in that manner. At the time that Cassie died, it was her time to go, and the Most High was ready for her, and she was ready to go. So she crossed over. She did not linger in this afterlife space, or between life and the afterlife, this tunnel space. She crossed over and she made it to the light very successfully. Okay. My spirit guides do tell me that Cassie Compton's body will be recovered. My spirit guides tell me that it will be in the winter months when Cassie's body is recovered or discovered. Specifically, my spirit guides are telling me it will be in January of 2022 when Cassie's body will be recovered. Okay, I need to ask my spirit guides one question, one or two more questions, please. So give me just a minute. Okay, just a minute, guys. Okay, so I did pull some extra messages. For Cassie as well. I'm going to go through these messages. Give me just a minute here. Okay, my spirit guides are telling me that Cassie, remember one of the message that Cassie relayed to her friend Jessica was that her family is involved in what happened to her. I needed to clarify this. That came out in the messages. I didn't ask that basically in the main reading. That was a message that was given directly to me from Cassie Compton to her friend Jessica Beard, that she wanted her friend Jessica to know. So I just clarified it, and my spirit guides are telling me that Cassie's mother um, did receive compensation for the disappearance, for the abduction of her daughter. Okay, so I want that to be known, because Cassie is coming through and specifically saying that her family is involved in what happened to her. So my spirit guides are telling me, as well as Cassie confirmed, that her mother received money for what happened to her. Okay. Okay, guys. So in knowing that, Spirit has come through and said, as well as Cassie has confirmed that her family being involved. This means that they were a part of the setup. This means that they went along with the setup of her being abducted. For compensation, or basically selling her out for compensation. I have talked to you all so many times about these individuals, who are sellouts to these powers that be, or whatever. But okay, that's the information that we got. Okay, so the extra messages that does conclude the main reading that I have for the update for Cassie Compton. The next message that I have here is murderous mother. Okay, so I just spoke on this. This just clearly lets us know that there's something very suspicious pertaining to Cassie Compton's mother. If you watch part one, if you watch any of the news articles or interviews that was done with the mother, or the mother's boyfriend, the mother and the mother's boyfriend both were at home on the day that Cassie went missing. She was in the house, they're at the house 1 minute, and the next minute she was supposedly just gone, just had vanished. And I specifically remembered that the mother was supposedly sick at home that day, but she was in the house, and her boyfriend was supposedly said to be like cooking something to eat for her or something like that. But both individuals were at home on the day that Cassie went missing. Cassie was said to be at home that day with them, and then all of a sudden she went missing. These extra messages, murderous mother, maybe there's some underhanded things going on pertaining to why Cassie disappeared. Okay, but somebody got financial compensation for what happened to Cassie. Okay, the next messages we have here is devil worshippers. Okay, I feel like Cassie's mother may be a devil worshiper. Other individuals that she is involved with are devil worshippers. They may be individuals who are sold out to the satanic powers that be. This could be a big factor into why Cassie was set up and went missing in the first place. Okay, the next message that we have here is Mr. Wrong. Okay, I feel like this is pertaining to this individual, either that she had met online, or this guy that she encountered, that eventually ended up abducting her, that ended up abusing her and pimping her out or whatever. These extra messages are coming through and saying that he was Mr. Wrong. This Mr. Wrong was, he may have come off like he was charming, like he was nice. He could have been good looking. All those things that seem right at first, but obviously he had a very bad intentions. Okay, and his true colors eventually showed. The next message we have here is family secrets. Okay, so there's something very interesting about these family secrets. This is pertaining to Cassie's family. Okay, there was things that people do not know that was going on behind closed doors in their home, in their family. Okay, that plays a part into what happened to Cassie exactly. Okay, but they are definitely family secrets. The family secrets could be the fact that they are devil worshippers. The family secrets could be, in fact, that they are sold out to the satanic powers that be. The family secrets could pertain to the fact that there was other forms of abuse, maybe physical and or sexual abuse was happening to Cassie at home prior to the situation. The family secrets, you know, could mix and mingle with a lot of different things. There could have been some alcoholism issues, drug addiction issues, and things like that, or whatever. But they are definitely family secrets when talking about the family of Cassie Compton. Okay. Again, we get the message. This came out twice. I have two different cards. Okay. This came out again. The first one says murderous mother. This one says mother murderous madness. Okay. So the first one said murderous mother. This one says mother murderous madness. Okay. So I feel like that this main situation was going to benefit the mother the most. Cassie Compton being sacrificed for the purposes of finances, money, and or resources. Okay. So it's very interesting that that came out twice. And then right behind that, we have them folks ain't right. Okay. So I feel like this is pertaining to Cassie's mother and the, you know, the creepy boyfriend that she had at the time, who was, you know, very inappropriate, very kind of creepy, was very suspicious around what, you know, what went on surrounding Cassie's disappearance. I wouldn't be surprised. I really kind of feel like he had come on to Cassie before and was harassing her in different ways and plays a big part in her disappearance as well. But this was actually the mother's boyfriend that she was with at the time. And I just feel like Cassie just came through with this message and saying them folks ain't right, her people ain't right, her family wasn't right. And you know, they know full well what happened to her and how she went missing on that day. You know, it's a little hard to explain, you know, if if several adults is at home and you have a teenager at home and then they just disappear and you just, you know, everybody's here, you know, what happened before, you know, leading up to what happened thereafter, exactly at what point in time, you know, y'all all was here. At what time did you notice, hey, this person is not in the house? Like, it's just very suspicious. The next message we have here is setup gone wrong. Okay, so clearly Cassie was set up. This setup went totally the freak to the left. It totally went wrong. Something about the setup, something about the plans totally went wrong. You know, maybe it was set up for something else to happen to her. Maybe the original setup, maybe she was just supposed to be you know, like assaulted some type of way, taken and, you know, raped or something like that, but was going to make it back home or something. But something about the setup went wrong, and Cassie ended up being abducted and never being seen or heard from again. There's something about the situation, this setup that went wrong. Okay. And it resulted in her being a part of this prostitution ring. She was abducted. She ended up being pimped out, like on the streets, and some of various different places. Okay, she was kept drugged up, she was pimped out, she was having to turn tricks day and night or whatever. So you know, she endured a lot. She was being injured, she was being used and abused in a lot of different ways. Okay, the next message we have here is your mother set you up to hide what she did to you. So I'm telling you, there's something not right with Cassie's mother. Okay, Cassie's mother plays a big part in her disappearance, in the setup, with her being missing, with her being abducted, trafficked, pimped out, everything. She received financial compensation from somebody for this. And Spirit has come through with this message to say that her mother, Cassie's mother, set her up to hide what she did to her. So this goes along with these family secrets. Okay, if you have a mother who has set up you know, her daughter, okay, is probably stemming from these family secrets. Did the mother allow her boyfriend to rape, to molest her daughter? You understand? They had to find a way to shut her up, to get rid of her, to get her out the way. Okay? But something just was not right with her home situation. Okay, next we have here is hired hitman. So maybe the setup was the original setup was to just hire a hitman. They were just supposed to catch her somewhere by herself and kill her and still have her body there and things like that. But maybe the setup went wrong because they decided to abduct her. They decided to pimp her out and make money off of her, you know, and use her the way they wanted to use her. So the setup, you know, went wrong. You know, it ended up getting changed up or whatever. But some kind of hitman was hired, okay? And maybe that was the original plan. That was the original setup. But somebody decided to, you know, switch it up, change it up, and abduct her, prostitute her, pimp her out, drug her up, and just totally use and abuse her how they wanted to, okay? This is a very horrific story. This just kind of broke my heart, but I was happy to do this for you, Jessica Beard. I hope this answered your questions, baby. I am totally, you know, I really apologize that your friend will not make it back home to you or whatever, but like I said, your friend do tell you that she missed you and she loved you, and she wished she could see you again. You know, along with all the other messages that I relayed to you. So hopefully this gives you closure, and this lets you know what exactly happened to her, and it also enlightens you on the fact that, you know, this was no random coincidence. Okay, there was individuals who were close to Cassie, who hurt her, who harmed her, who set this whole ordeal up. Okay, so this concludes the reading, the update for Cassie Compton. I thank each and every last one of you for listening and for watching. If you will, please like, share, and subscribe. If there's anybody else who would like to reach out to me about a missing mystery, a murder mystery, or perhaps just a general topic that you would like for me to speak about, that you would like for me to do a reading on, I would be more than glad to do that for you. You can contact me through any video in the comments section, or you can email me at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. That is TIFFANYZIEGLER60@gmail.com. If there's anybody who would like to donate to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. You would help me to grow and to grow this channel, and to help and to heal as many other individuals as I so possibly can. Okay, you can do so through Cash App. It is $Tiff Diamond 36. Okay, so that's capital TIFF capital DIAMOND 36. Okay, so I just want to thank you in advance for that as well. Okay, you all, like I always tell y'all, okay, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Okay, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is evil that is creeping around every corner, honey. There's a lot of sneaky, freaky, creepy people in the world. You need to watch your surroundings and watch the company that you keep, and watch the company in which your children are in. Okay, like I always tell you all, you need to stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready, baby. Okay? And until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste.